Some ex-staffers for Representative Nancy Mace are once again spilling the tea about the South Carolina Republican. This time, talking about how she says that she knows so much about technology. However, she actually really doesn't. But apparently knows just enough to use it to try to promote herself, because that's what it's all about. In fact, one of several former Mace staffers who spoke with Wired said, and this is about her boasts about, oh, I am so, good with technology. Oh, I'm a genius, right? She said, or they said, quote, I would say it was at least a weekly comment, if not daily. That's right. So she would sit there and brag about how good she was with computers and the internet to her staffers every single day. That would annoy the piss out of me. All right. Seriously. Now, another found her high regard for her skills, somewhat at odds with her demonstrated ability. Because, of course, right? Yeah, it turns out you are bragging about something, about being such a good computer genius, so good at this stuff. And then it turns out, no, you're really not. And when you try to show me something, it's like, oh yeah, I know people that can do that already. So you're nothing special, Nancy. All right. Now, they added that the main usage of her skills was, get this, setting up burner accounts on various social media platforms to monitor what people are saying about Nancy Mace, and then to argue with them if they say negative things. That's it. They also say that she had told staffers, you better set up your own burner accounts to defend her online. Oh, and there you go. In fact, here's the quote. We had to make multiple accounts, burner accounts, and go and reply to comments, saying things that weren't true. Even Reddit forums, a former staffer says. We were congressional staff, and there were actual things we could be doing to help the constituents. Yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely. But you know what? None of those things help Nancy Mace. Ah, yes, that's right. Understand that everything Nancy Mace does helps Nancy Mace. That's the whole point of it. Okay. Look, recently, she even showed a naked silhouette of herself during a House subcommittee hearing on surveillance. Why would she do that? I'm not entirely sure. I know that she is on the warpath against her ex-fiancé, that South Carolina businessman Patrick Bryant. She accused him of physically assaulting her and of possessing images of underage girls. This is back at a floor speech in February. So those are very serious allegations. In fact, during her speech, she alleged that 3 other men had committed various other crimes, including sexual abuse, sex trafficking, and taking video of these acts without their consent. These are all incredibly serious allegations that could destroy lives, and I really, really hope she is not out there making these allegations flippantly in order to help her image. I mean, I want to believe people who come out and say and make these allegations, right? But in the case of Nancy Mace, it's a little hard for me to do so. Okay, and that makes me feel terrible. Okay, because I want to believe victims, and if she is a victim, my God, yes, it's Nancy Mace, but she would deserve justice. Everybody does. Doesn't matter who she is. But like at the same time, can you really trust her word? I don't know anymore. Okay. Now, Bryant and the 3 other men have so far denied Mace's accusations. And so, again, if these accusations are not true, then that's defamation. You were trying to destroy these people's lives. And that's not cool either. Okay. So now, in late 2023, before Mace's House speech, obviously, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division had began an investigation into these allegations of assault, harassment, and voyeurism. Okay, so they're already looking into it. Now, in an unrelated deposition, which was conducted by Bryant's lawyers, the Congresswoman's passion for technology and alleged use of Twitter burner accounts came up. Interesting. Now, the terms hack and hacking appear a combined 13 times during the deposition given by Wesley Donahue. Now, Donahue's firm did consulting work for Mace in 2022 and her 2024 re-election campaigns before he says he fired her as a client. Yeah, fired her. Now, Donahue said in the deposition, quote, "You need to know that Nancy Mace is quite the, when I use the word nerd or geek, it's always favorable, but a computer nerd or a computer geek." This was, again, reported by Fitz News, a conservative South Carolina outlet. Quote, "She programs her own bots. She sets up Twitter burner accounts. This is kind of the thing that she does. She sits all night on the couch and programs bots." Oh boy. Because she's very, very computer savvy. She controls her own voter database. She programs a lot of her own website, which again, it doesn't take a genius to do, and programs Facebook bots and Instagram bots and Twitter bots. It's what she does for fun. That is a lot of bots. That is a ton of bots. Okay. So is anybody defending Nancy Mace actually a real person? Probably not. By this report, at least. Wow. So there's that. Okay. Now, in a post on X, Donahue claimed that he stopped working with Mace because, quote, "I don't have a time for her constant egotistical BS and drama in my life." No surprise. Okay. And at another point in the deposition, Donahue argued that Mace tried to get into Bryant's phone because she had found out that he was using an unspecified dating app. And because she found that, Donahue explained, she started thinking that he was cheating on her. So she got into his phone. And then when she got back from the Caribbean, she hacked into other apps. I don't know what he means by hacked. And I don't know what those other apps are. And seemingly found hundreds of photos and videos. In a February House speech, Mace alleged that Bryant put my thumbprint on his phone and then gave her legal access to it. Oh boy. During the speech, she also said Patrick Bryant must have forgotten that in my younger days, in my youth, I used to be a computer programmer. Know enough about the technology. Okay. Now, Mace's staffers also shared a similar assessment to what Donahue had alleged. The Congresswoman was often using rudimentary tools available for anyone with a professional account on social media sites, such as automating comments on her Facebook page for anyone thanking her. Ah, okay then. I never saw her coding stuff, ever, the first former staffer said. But I mean, she'd talk about tech a lot. Oh, see, she'd talk about it. Got it. Okay. So, yeah, and you know, I love this story for a couple of reasons, right? One of the big ones is here you have someone who's claiming to be a genius at technology using pretty basic tools. And look, I'm not a computer genius myself, okay? I can do some stuff. I can build my own computer. I've been doing that for years, okay? And they work, okay? I can do troubleshooting, you know, stuff like that. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a coder, okay? But I can do all the things that Nancy Mace does. Because it's not that hard, okay? Make a burner account? Oh my gosh. Not hard. It's not fancy. I can automate posts. Once again, not all that difficult. But look, this is a great example of who this person is. Okay, Nancy Mace goes around, claims that she's amazing at everything and that she's an expert. Oh, look at me. I'm the smartest person in the room. But it turns out she's not. Okay. And everything she does for attention. That's it. That's the way that she's always been, apparently, according to former staffers. And so, yes, everything she does, and you can see it, especially when she's like posing and, taking pictures in front of like gender neutral bathrooms. She's doing it on her vacation, by the way. She's doing all of this for attention and self promotion because I believe at the end of the day that she's just nothing more than a narcissist. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.